Hey friends, I'm Matteo, this is Micha, and we are the Global Expats.
We are back with the latest COVID travel updates for Europe, the UK, and the USA. And friends, things are looking pretty good.
With that being said, and since we are on month 265 of the coronavirus pandemic, let's dive into Europe.
So the most recent and exciting news out of Europe is that sometime this summer, they will be allowing vaccinated tourists to visit. The president of the EU Commission has come out and said that the EU will gladly accept anybody who's been vaccinated by one of the vaccines approved by the EMA.
The EU Commission hasn't given an exact date of when tourists can return to Europe, but hopefully it'll be sooner in the summer season rather than later. Just keep in mind that each country within the EU can make and enforce their own rules as they desire.
And when it comes to the vaccine or COVID certificates that the EU is trying to implement, it does seem that they're on track to make a decision by the end of this month on what those are going to look like, and hopefully the European citizens will have access to those sometimes towards the end of June. And as we've mentioned before, it seems that these certificates will have three main points of information: whether or not someone's been vaccinated, whether or not somebody has had COVID in the past and recovered, or if you haven't had the vaccine, what your recent COVID test results were before you got to your destination.
Moving on to the land of Harry Potter and pie chips and gravy. May 17th is only a few days away, and it looks like Boris is actually going to keep his promise. The United Kingdom finally seems like it'll be opening up its borders for international travel.
And to let its own people off of the island, because up until this point, if you left England, you would be charged £5,000 and have to have an exit permit. So hopefully with this May 17 date upon us, this will no longer be the case for the citizens of the UK.
Holidays abroad will be allowed from May 17th for people in England and Scotland. And the traffic light system is finally in its final stages, with countries being divided into three categories: green, amber, and red. Green for countries that are safe to travel to, amber for countries that are less safe to travel to, and you guessed it, red for countries that are not that safe to travel to. The cases depend on the number of COVID-19 cases in their country and the success of their vaccine rollout.
So far, there are only 12 countries that have made the list on the green light system, but they will be updating and reviewing this list very frequently. But Wales and Northern Ireland haven't announced their plans to restart foreign holidays. But all in all, things are looking really good for the UK this month. Moving on to the land of all 50 states, which we wish was 49. Looking at you, Florida. A few months ago, President Biden said that he hoped the 4th of July, which is our Independence holiday in America, would also be Independence Day from the coronavirus. And he seems to have been right on the money. Two of the major tourist states, California and New York, are set to fully be reopened in just a matter of weeks. California is set to fully reopen on June 15th, and New York is set to fully reopen on July 1st. In our last COVID travel update, we said that President Biden was hoping that by the middle of May, we could open a bunch of land and sea borders to other countries and relax restrictions from countries like Mexico, Canada, the UK, Europe, and Brazil. These things are falling into place, so we've actually dropped a link below so that you can stay up to date with the things that seem to be changing daily and what countries are and aren't open yet for American travelers.
Be sure to check out more travel-related tips and tricks by clicking on the videos over here.
And be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, because this next month we have some pretty exciting things coming up that you won't want to miss.
Catch you later, friends.